This is the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. We're ready for tip-off, and these fans are as well. It's their home team getting set to match up with a very formidable opponent. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, this crowd is hyped, and you look at their guys coming in, they appear to be fired up and ready to go. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be a good one.
And these two teams have gotten a chance to know each other pretty well over this series. It's been a gruesome one so far, very tightly contested. But now, it can boil down to the best of three, which makes tonight's Game 5 a pivotal one.
Couldn't keep it in. Out of bounds off Jaylen Brown. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Embiid. Won't go down. Brown with it up top. Just underway in an ever-crucial Game 5. Danny Green to Embiid. Joel Embiid missed his first. That one goes.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And count the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Tough make through traffic.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Brown into the front court. Down just a couple. Cruises inside for two.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
Joel Embiid. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
To Marcus Smart. Horford to Marcus Smart. Tobias Harris pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Danny Green to Harden. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. On the drive, it's Harden, but his shot no good. To Horford. Gets to the basket and scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Embiid to Tobias Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Parker with it. He'll run the offense. Pass to the rim. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Driving right to the basket. And he's going to the free throw line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
James Harden's got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. To Marcus Smart. Tobias. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
To Horford. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Great dish to set it up. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Screen coming. That's what you'd like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Boston with the basketball. To Marcus Smart. Screen coming. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Horford. To Jaylen Brown. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
To Marcus Smart. Joel Embiid. Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. To Danny Green. To Harden. To Tobias Harris. Harden. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Joel Embiid. Huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
There it is. Al Horford. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Harden to Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from long range. Tobias Harris is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 81% free throw shooter. Off the mark on the first free throw. Hits the second. One more coming. Brown with it up top. Down 6. To Horford. Nothing going here on that drive. To Jaylen Brown. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
He can't get past the defender. There it is. Al Horford. 3 for 6 now.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Big finish at the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Rejected.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
Curling inside. And draws the foul.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First try, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Runner here won't go down. Parker into the front court. They trail by 7. Defense making the ball carrier work. Here comes the screen.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Done. Off the mark.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Millsap. Almost. Unlucky bounce.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make... Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To Cantor. And his Cantor above the rim.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
To Embiid. Joel Embiid. 4 out of 7.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Jaylen Brown. Takes stock of the floor. Horford knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Brown into the front court. Now down 6. To Horford. To Chris Dunn. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. Dunn to Jaylen Brown. Over to the right side. Dunn to Jaylen Brown. For 3. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And his Cantor with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Deep right corner. To Cantor. Dunn. To Horford. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. To Jaylen Brown. Here's a chance from long range. Textbook defense. Deep 3 at the buzzer. And a three-pointer at the buzzer for good measure. What a finish to the opening period. A great stretch here to start the game. We're through one quarter here in game number 5. We're back with more after this. You're watching the Eastern Conference Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Celtics have it. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Shot from in close, no good. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Parker. Has a look. Shot by Tatum, won't go. Millsap. The shot clock for Philadelphia. Pass taken away by the Celtics. To Chris Dunn.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Millsap. It goes down.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Celtics have it to Jaylen Brown. Right, knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Sixers with the rebound. To Danny Green. And scores. Strong take.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Horford to Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. And takes it away.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Beyond the arc for 3. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Done. To Parker. Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Embiid. Danny Green to Harden. Goes to the right side. Fires the three. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Here comes the screen. Horford to Cantor. Oh, he had it. Harden in possession. His guys leading by 14. Short jumper stays out. The follow won't go either. Parker with it. He'll run the offense. Jabari Parker. He's 2 for 2 now.
Ed, I know I'm not supposed to be biased. I'm not supposed to be rooting for guys, but I'm riding with Jabari. Get your work.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the basket good at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Boston with the basketball. To Horford. Can't connect from inside. Danny Green to Harden. Fires the three, smothering D. DeAndre Jordan sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
And one. Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Embiid's free throw good. A three-point play. The Sixers extend the lead. Horford to Marcus Smart. To Jaylen Brown. Boston with 4 to shoot. And Green able to clear the rebound. To Harden. Count the basket inside.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Horford. Throws it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
For 3. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. Brown with it up top. Down a bundle. Tobias Harris sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Sixers control it. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
To Horford. Here's the step back.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Harris to Danny Green. Brown into the front court. His guys down big. Knocked loose. Lazy pass there, and it's intercepted. To Horford. Tobias Harris swats it. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Going to launch beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And it's Cantor. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Embiid to Tobias Harris. Five on the shot clock from long range. He was all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Tough make through traffic.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
To Danny Green. Oh, the slam popped out.
Wait, I'm sorry. You get paid how much money to miss shots like that? That can't happen.
The drive right to the basket. Parker to Cantor. To Jaylen Brown. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Jaylen Brown, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 65% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip. Philadelphia with the basketball. Danny Green to Jordan. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Great defense there, forcing the pickup to Jaylen Brown. From the outside, no good. To Tobias Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Harris lets it fly from long range. Danny Green is going to get 3 shots here. A career 81% free throw shooter. Misses the first. Knocks down the second free throw. To Cantor. Tobias Harris tips it. Sixers have the basketball. And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well defended. Brown with it up top. Trailing by 15. Parker gets it in the left corner. Short jumper off the mark. To Harden. For three. That's smart with the rebound. Brown into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. To Marcus Smart. Tobias Harris snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Parker. Slam dunk. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
It's in the hands of Harden. Probing the defense. Harden can't go down. Smothering defense. Jumper's good.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Straight on three. At the buzzer. We have reached the break in this pivotal Game 5. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The 76ers are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Bench points.
The Boston Celtics had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very One-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Parker. Sizing up the defense. Tatum. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Down low for Harris. Around the perimeter. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
To Horford. To Marcus Smart. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
From the painted area, won't go down. Brown with it up top. His guys down 11. Shot from the lane won't go. To Danny Green. Nice pass to set things up. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Marcus Smart. Joel Embiid pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Oh, he's denied.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Tobias Harris trying to cash in on a three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Off the mark on his free throw. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound cleared by Philly. Beyond the arc for 3. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Missed a wide open look.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Tobias Harris with the block. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Embiid. Won't go.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
To Tobias Harris. He was hacked. They let it go. To Horford. That's what you'd like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Al Horford rejects it. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. And a pass stolen by Boston.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Parker. Oh, had him going there for a second. Knocked loose. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Tatum. No good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Celtics have it. To Horford. Fires the three, and Al Horford always seems to find a way. Hits the contested three.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Down low Green. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Horford. To Marcus Smart. Nothing going here on that drive. Ah, the monster stuff.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Driving right to the basket. To Jaylen Brown. Harden with it up top. They lead it by 14. To Tobias Harris. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Embiid, good for two.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Horford. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Horford. It's no good. Great defense. DeAndre Jordan. Huge block. Fires the three. They need something to go down. It's no good. To Marcus Smart. That is great vision to set it up. And his canter above the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now a steal by Philly. Cash is in for two.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a, you know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out three.
To Horford. 4-3. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. Celtics have it.
Come on, DJ. Give the people what they want. I want that for my screensaver.
To Cantor. No, I missed a short one there.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Harden to Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Horford. Goes to the right side. Free throw good. He's able to polish off the three-point play. To Horford. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Danny Green. And a nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Horford. To Marcus Smart. Boston with 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Horford. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Embiid. Deep left corner. From long range. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Boston with the basketball. James Harden with a piece. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Marcus Smart. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Embiid to Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
To Jaylen Brown. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First try at the line, no good. And he hits the second. deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down, and a great start for the 76ers. It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway. Sixers control it. Short jumper won't go down. To Jaylen Brown. Horford. Reset here. Let's see what they do. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Tatum.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one goes down. Second and 3 is good. Hits all 3 free throws. To Jaylen Brown. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Chris Dunn. Boston with 4 to shoot. Deep right corner. Horford. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Jaylen Brown. Joel Embiid knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Dunn. To Horford. For 3. Tough shot. Well defended. Millsap. To Embiid. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Here's a chance from long range. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
Jaylen Brown with a chance at a 4-point play. Hasn't missed yet. 3-pointer and now a free throw on the trip. Embiid down low for Harris. Jason Tatum sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Knocked loose. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. Celtics able to clear the board. Jabari Parker. He's now 5 for 6.
And I have a rule. If you're 6'9" or taller, I don't want to see you jelly it. I don't want to see any kind of weird spin or English on the ball. Just dunk it. Keep it simple, please.
To Danny Green. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. New blood coming in for both sides. To Marcus Smart. No good. A pass taken away by the Celtics. Parker knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Missed it. How'd that not go down? And he'll go to the foul line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. To Danny Green. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Jaylen Brown. Parker. Short jumper misses.
Make the next one. Make the next one.
To Harden. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
The drive right to the basket. Count the bucket for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. It remains Sixers basketball. Can't connect from in close. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Parker. Knocked loose. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. Jason Tatum swats it.
Continuous effort is the key for your team's success. No one this entire ball game has quit on a play. That right there, that's what's going to help your team win this game.
Lays it up and in.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Brown into the front court. Trailing by 15. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
Embiid, good for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Horford. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
To Embiid. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Horford. Slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To Jaylen Brown. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Beyond the arc for 3. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Tobias Harris. Count it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Timeout Boston, as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. To Jaylen Brown. Boston with 4 to shoot. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. To Embiid. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Horford to Jaylen Brown. Gets it in the left corner. Horford to Jaylen Brown. Has a chance. Shot by Brown off the mark. And look out. Big finish at the rim. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. Right. And a putback slam.
Oof. Really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
To Marcus Smart. Horford to Jaylen Brown. Screen coming. Horford. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And counted at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Surveys the floor. throws it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Screen coming. Knocked loose. Sixers have it.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Jason Tatum tips it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Jaylen Brown. Nice pass to set things up.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. The Sixers are victorious. They've claimed the pivotal Game 5 to go up 3-2 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers got themselves a win here today. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you can tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Fast break points.
The Boston Celtics seemed to have issues communicating when it came to transition defense. They gave up way too many easy baskets.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid wasn't satisfied with just getting steals. He had to insist on getting a bunch of blocks as well. Now that's what I call defense.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
The NBA Playoffs 2022-23 round games and highlights will be coming up next on the Inspiriverse Network channel. The NBA Playoffs 2022-23 round Game 5 matchup will be streaming live now on the Inspiriverse Network channel. Seed 4 Philadelphia 76ers SE. The NBA Playoffs 2022-23 round Game 5 matchup will be coming up next on the Inspiriverse Network channel. Seed 4 Dallas Mavericks Seed 3.